Rental income is one of the most powerful sources of passive income, and the best part is you can start with as little as £10. There's no longer a need to have a huge deposit. You can literally start investing from today. Now, there are so many different ways that you can start investing in property, but today I'm going to talk about REITs, real estate investment trusts, which essentially are companies that own, manage and operate income producing real estate. So whether you're looking for financial freedom, extra cash flow, or just another investment to add to your portfolio, REITs is such a powerful way to tap into the real estate market. So how REITs work: instead of buying an entire property, you essentially buy a share of the REIT, similarly to how you would buy a share of a stock. This allows you to earn rental income and potential price appreciation of that property through dividends without the hassle of managing tenants, maintaining the property, and having additional fees. REITs are required by law to pay out 90% of their taxable income to shareholders through dividends, which makes this such a great passive source of income. So let's use an example to really understand how REITs work. Let's say Company X owns multiple shopping centres. Those shopping centres will then pay Company X rent. Company X will then earn income in two ways: one through rent, and then two from any potential price appreciation of the property. And then because it is a REIT, Company X will then pay out at least 90% of its income to their investors like you and I through the form of dividends. So essentially, by investing in Company X, you are earning a share of the rent and the property growth without actually having to ever manage the shopping centres yourself. So let's talk about some of the advantages of REITs. And you probably already guessed the first one: accessibility. You can literally start investing with as little as £10. You can use platforms like Free Trade, Trading 212, Harvey's Lansdowne, Vanguard to invest in REITs. It's so accessible and you don't need a lot of money to start. 2, diversification. There are so many REITs out there. You can literally invest in different types of REITs, whether it is geographical or the sector, and you reduce your risk associated with investing in one property. Thirdly, income generating. REITs are known for the potential to generate income. The fact that companies have to pay at least 90% of their taxable income to their investors means if you are investing in properties that are making a profit, then you will be getting paid income regularly. And lastly, I feel like this is the biggest one. One of the key reasons people don't like to invest in property is because they don't like to manage tenants, maintain the property, deal with fees, deal with running around, etc. The fact that you have a company that manages it all for you and you are essentially just investing and putting money in every month just means that it's such a hands-off passive source of income. Now, to get on to some of the disadvantages. 1, REITs are particularly sensitive to interest rates, which means when the interest rate rises, the cost of borrowing increases, which can significantly impact the profitability of REITs. 2, market and economic risks. Just like any other stock, REITs are subject to market and economic risks. If we take, for example, COVID, this impacted certain REITs that were affected by COVID. So if you think, for example, shopping centres, people weren't shopping as often and there was a lot of companies going under. So some REITs can be specifically more volatile than others. And lastly, whilst REITs dividends are very attractive, they are typically taxed as ordinary income. This may result in tax burdens when you put this income with your other incomes. So this could increase the amount of tax you have to pay. Now, if you want to invest in REITs, there are key steps that you need to take. 1, do your research into what kind of REITs do you want to invest in. There are over 1,000 listed REITs, so understand which one you want to invest in. You can also use my free beginner's guide that I will put in the description below that gives you a 101 about REITs and the different types and the different platforms to invest on. 2, open an investment account, whether that's using Trading 212, Free Trade, Harvey's Lansdowne, Vanguard. Pick your platform that you want to invest in. And then lastly, when you are ready, start investing and continue to monitor your investments. Now, a lot of people do have multiple REITs. That you might start with one REIT and then continue to diversify and have more REITs, or you might just stick with one for the long run. But do your research, speak to a financial advisor, and see if this is the right opportunity for you. If you like this kind of content in terms of investing, building wealth, elevating yourself, give this channel a follow, and I'll be posting more on a weekly basis